We are still in Unit 1, we're in geometry. Today we will be talking about triangles. Okay? Today we'll be talking about triangles. Can someone give me a definition for a triangle? Be as mathematical as possible. Nemo?
The triangular shape object.
I'm thinking you're wanting words.
Wait a minute. I got in front of the camera just because I love that so much, Nemo. Can you say it again?
The triangular shape object.
Yes. You are so correct. A triangle is absolutely triangular shaped. I can't write that down. Emma.
Okay, so I just noticed this, but try an angle, if you like square there, it's 3 angles.
Very good. It's 3 angles. I love that. Okay, that's fantastic. Emma said, hey, if we split this up, it's tricycle, 3, angle. We know what angles are, so it has to have 3 angles. So far, so good. Leighton?
3 angles that never no, 3 angles that intersect.
Not angles that intersect. You're close. So here we go. I'm going to give you a good geometric definition. It is a polygon with 3 sides. What geometric shape do the sides have to be? Are they going to be lines? Are they going to be rays? Are they going to be angles? Are they going to be segments? Are they going to be planes? Come on, I need somebody other than these two. Lydia.
They're going to be rays.
They're going to be rays, so they're going to go on forever? Okay. Jess?
Lines.
So they're going to go on forever? Taylor?
Endpoints.
There are going to be endpoints. What shape has endpoints?
Oh.
Come on, look in your notes. You've got them. Luke's doing it. Luke's looking in there. Renee's looking. No. I'm not calling you two. You've already been doing it. What has endpoints? Luke?
A point.
A point. Well, an endpoint is a point.
A point that ends.
I'm not giving it to you. Lydia?
A segment.
Ah. They are made of 3 segments. Now, a polygon, here's what you have to understand about a polygon. They never intersect. Which means, actually, I'm going to try this again. They never overlap. So here's 3 points. They're straight lines, because that's what a segment is, that never overlaps. It doesn't crisscross. So I could name this figure triangle A, B, C. Could I name it any other way? Sure, but I always try to keep it in alphabetical order. Okay? Could you name it as triangle CAB? Sure, and it's not wrong, but I will always keep it in alphabetical order. Okay? So there has to be 3 endpoints, 3 sides, and 3 angles. Tri is the important word, 3. Okay? In Greek we call it tritsis, but you're not learning Greek right now. Okay? So, none. I'm still learning English. So, we've got 3, triangle. There are different types of triangles. I'm going to give you the option. Okay? So you're going to have option 1, you're going to have option 2, you're going to hold up your fingers. Do we want to learn about the different types of triangles based off of their angles as number 1, or based off of their sides as number 2? So 1, angles, 2, sides. Hold up your hands. So 1 angle, 2 sides. I need the fingers to me, because if you're like sideways with the 2, I'm seeing more 1s. Okay. So we're going off of angles. Okay? Types of triangles based on angles. I'm going to switch colors here, and I'm going to put a star. Because we need to learn a new word. The word is congruent. There is a symbol for congruent. The symbol for congruent is an equal sign with an enye over the top. Okay, for most of us, that's just a squiggly line. That's fine. It's called an enye. So it's an equal sign with an enye. You know what that comes from? Spanish. I am rocking out the languages today. We got a little bit of tritsis with the Greek. I'm struggling through English. We've got some Spanish in there. Oh man, it's a multicultural lesson. Boom. So congruent is that symbol. Who thinks they know what congruent means? Layton?
I know that's a direction.
Not a direction. No, not a direction. It's a good guess. Owen?
Oh, I'm not asking. Or I'm raising my hand.
Okay. Come on, guys. What do you think congruent means? I'd rather at least have a guess. Layton guessed. Taylor?
Equal?
Very close. Okay, equal. A lot of people confuse congruent with equal, which is understandable. Congruent means exactly the same. And you're like, wait a minute, why is that not equal? Well, we're not going in depth enough into geometry to really discuss that, but congruent's going to talk about the segment length, or the segments, the angles, not the distance. Equal means the distance. How far apart are they? Congruent means AB is the same as AB. Okay, so we need congruent. Now we're going to learn about the angles. The first type of triangle we have, based off of the angles, is an acute triangle. Hey, Cece, can you hand me my water bottle, please? I've got a little bit of a raspy throat, and it hurts. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. So, how many angles are in a triangle? How many? Renee? 3. So an acute triangle must have 3 acute angles that have a sum of. Ooh. Now I'm going to ask you to remember, because you have done triangles before. You've been doing this, and I think Mrs. Armstrong and I talked. Mrs. Armstrong, what grade have we been doing triangles since?
4th grade.
4th grade. What do the degrees of a triangle have to add up to? And there might have been some supporting evidence this morning on a warm-up problem, or 2 warm-up problems.
180.
Oh, 180 degrees. So acute triangle, all 3 angles must be acute. What does acute mean? Izzy, what's acute mean? Smaller? Smaller than what degree? Less than 90 degrees. But they have to add up to 180. So if I just drew you a picture of a triangle and said this was 70 degrees in this angle, this was 50 degrees in this angle, this was 60 degrees in this angle, the first thing you would say is, all three of those are acute because they're all less than 90, correct? But how would I double check to make sure that it's a triangle? What would I have to do to make sure that it's a triangle? Emma? Add up our three numbers to see if they equal 180. So I'd go 70 plus 60 plus 50. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Crushing it. 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. Oh man, 180 degrees. So that is an acute triangle. Still with me there? Okay, moving on. Let's try an example. Actually, I'd like to do the 4 types of triangles first, and then we'll do some examples. We'll stop there. So number 2, we're going to have a right triangle. So, I know, you're ready for this. A right triangle. What types of angles are we going to have? What's going to be in a right triangle? Trevor?
90 degrees.
Yeah. So a right triangle must have a 90-degree.
Please pardon the interruption. Could we have Taylor Adams to the computer lab, please?
So, must have a 90-degree angle and 2 other acute angles. Taylor, just make sure that you watch the video, okay? Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Must have a 90-degree angle and 2 other acute angles. The 3 angles have a sum of what? What are the 3 angles of that triangle going to have a sum of? 180. That's not going to change. Triangles will always have interior angles. The angles on the inside of the triangle will have to have a sum of 180. So let's see an example of a right triangle. So, the first thing that I'm going to look at when I see a triangle is, does it have a right angle? If it does, I'm going to probably guess it's a right triangle. Does it have a right angle? Heck yeah, there's my box. How can I be sure, though, that this is a right triangle? What will I have to do next, Layton?
You'll have to add up 60 plus 30.
Plus?
Degrees.
Plus, what else?
Plus 30, plus...
Ryan Irvin to the computer lab, please, with his belongings.
Ryan, have a wonderful, safe day and weekend, buddy. Make sure you watch the video. So, Layton said I'm going to add 30 plus 60. What other angle am I going to have to add, Luke?
90.
The 90. Well, I know 90 plus 90 is 180. So, 0, 0, 0. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. That's also a good triangle. Everybody still there with me? Yes? Okay. Do you know what time it is? I'm so excited. Okay, so those of you who are watching the video, you might fall. We'll see what happens. But I got very, very excited this morning because I've been asking to have a chalkboard. And lo and behold, they gave me a chalkboard. I don't know why it's funny. I'm so excited.
Because you're talking to your phone.
No, I'm talking to you guys. Stop it. And a new box of chalk. I'm so old school, it's ridiculous. I love this. Oh man, this makes my day. Okay, so far, we have an acute triangle, we have a right triangle. What do you think our third triangle is going to be?
Obtuse.
I'm sorry, I'm going to wait. Taylor, you raised your hand.
Obtuse.
Oh, an obtuse triangle. It makes me so happy. So, we have got an obtuse triangle. Oh man, I can't wait to tell my wife. First off, she watches these videos. She's gonna see this and be like, "Yep, you were pretty darn excited." Yeah, I was. Obtuse triangle.
Rebecca Thompson to the computer lab with all of her books, please.
AI, I hope you have a wonderful, safe weekend. And I will see you in over a week. Enjoy your trip. What do we think, back to me. What do we think an obtuse triangle is going to have? Can we even see that? I'm going to look, oh, let's see. It's glaring. Oh yeah, we can see it. Okay, we're good. Well, it's stop it. Raise your hands. What's an obtuse triangle? Emma.
It's a triangle with like one obtuse angle or like.
Okay, so must have one obtuse angle. But what do the other two have to be? Emma? Very good. Must have one obtuse and two acute angles. What do you think I'm going to write after that?
To have a sum.
Go ahead. Yeah. The three angles must have. There's the dust all over it.
Jessica Young to the computer lab with her books, please.
I'm not going to have a class by the time this is over. Jessica, make sure you watch the video. Have a wonderful, safe day. Enjoy your weekend. Come back to me safely on Monday. The three angles must have a sum of 180 degrees. What does obtuse mean, Renee? It's greater than 90, but less than 180. So they really just took my smart board down this morning, and there really is dust all over this. Oh man. So our example, my favorite number greater than 90 is 1,203,022 hundredths. But that doesn't help us with this angle. So we're going to go to my next favorite one, which is 100 degrees. Okay? This will be 50 degrees. This will be 30 degrees. Is that an obtuse triangle? Yes or no, and why? So, what I want you to do now is, if you have table partners, if not, you're going to talk to Mrs. Armstrong. I want you to tell me, is this an obtuse triangle? Yes or no, and why? Go ahead. So talk it over. Bless you.
You have to go over there.
Carly, you ready? Can you do it? Let's see. What you got? Go ahead, keep at it. Then you tell me. What do you got? What do you think?
Volleyball.
Okay, so Ella's going to talk it through. Eyes back on me. So Ella, is this an obtuse triangle?
Yeah.
Okay, which angle makes it obtuse?
100.
The 100 makes it obtuse. My other two are acute. Very good. Once that happens, how can I make sure that it's actually a triangle? What do I need to do?
Add up all the 3 angles.
Okay, so I'm going to say 30 plus 50. Yeah, can't you tell? I've got my street cred. Plus 100. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 5 is 8. 1 left over. There's my 180 degrees. That is an obtuse triangle. One more for the day, and then we're going to have a bunch of practice problems. I don't think I'm going to go to sides yet. Here we go. We're going to take this nice and slow. This is different. It is called equa, E-Q-U-I. What does equa sound like? Raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands. Izzy?
Equal.
Equal. So equa angular triangle. Now listen. Notice how every single one of our definitions has had our line and then I haven't come underneath it. Yes? We've been setting up our notebook the same way every single time. Notice that I can't write to the right, yes? I'm going to put it directly underneath. Should you do that? No, okay. Does everybody understand? You should not be putting it directly underneath. If you need to, yeah, that's fine. Okay? Equal angular triangle is an acute triangle. Wait a minute, Mr. H. We've already said what acute triangles are. Who remembers what an acute triangle is? And this is beautiful because we still have it up on the board. What's an acute triangle? I need to hear from somebody that I don't normally hear from because it's still up on the board. Cece, go ahead.
Must add 30 acute angles that have a sum of 180.
Very good, Cece. Must have 3 acute angles that have a sum of 180. So 3 angles that are less than 90 that add up to 180. So that's still an equal angular triangle, but you already told me that equa sounded like what, Izzy?
Equal.
Equal. Can we see? No, we can't see this. So it's an acute triangle with 3, and I'm going to put this symbol. Who remembers what that symbol is? What symbol is it? Congruent. With 3 congruent angles. And Emma, I heard you. What does congruent mean? Exactly the same. All 3 angles will be exactly the same. Now, I'm going to make you do a math problem. What does a triangle have to add up to? Owen.
180.
180. How many angles are there?
3.
Luke. 3. How can I find what each angle is going to be? So, the triangle is 180 degrees. There's 3 angles. They're all exactly the same. Talk it over. I'm going to give you time. I want to hear an answer. You are going to have to get this. I'm not giving it to you. So you need to tell me what each angle in an equiangular triangle is going to be. They have to be the same. Talk it over. Let's see.
It's going to be 30.
I think it's 30. Add them up. So 30 plus 30 plus 30.
That's 90.
So does that add up to a triangle?
No.
Okay then. So
60. It might be 60.
what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Very good. Did you do that? Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, it's 60.
So what can I do?
I mean, what?
So parts of something multiplied, parts of something added, parts of something subtracted, parts of something divided.
all the way up.
Yeah.
That's
One of your
usually
days divided by how many parts?
I know.
There's 3 parts. Let's figure out each of
And
those
then
parts
getting A
equal.
plus because my answers were so good. And then once I got caught,
Maddie, you ready to tell me how to do this? Okay,
I told you it's 60.
so a lot of you are guessing an answer, which is great. I like multiple methods. Guess and check is not wrong. But as I was up here, I heard my two ladies up here say, wait a minute, Mr. H. We know that it adds up to 180. We know there's 3 equal parts. And we know to find equal parts of something, we're going to do what mathematical operation, Maddie? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Division. So what did you divide?
3 and 180.
So you took 3 divided into 180. 3 can't go into 1, so we don't put anything there. 3 can go into 18. How many times? 6. 6 times 3 is 18. We subtract. We bring it down. Can 3 go into 0 any times?
No.
Nope. So, each angle must be 60 degrees. So an equal angular triangle, each angle must be 60 degrees. I'm going to draw a triangle one other way. Notice the arcs in that triangle. And I'm going to put a little note. I'm going to erase this note. The arcs mean... Anybody want to take a wild guess what the arcs mean? Go ahead, Owen. Very good. The arcs mean congruent. So if I saw those 3 arcs, oh man, too strong for my own good, I just broke my piece of chalk. Oh, it's all right. So the arcs mean congruent. All 3 angles are congruent, which means it's an equal angular. If I asked you what is the measure of those, or what are the measure of those angles, you would be able to tell me that they are all what? 60 degrees. Questions, concerns, problemos. On Monday, we're going to talk about the sides of triangles, and we'll be done with triangles on Monday. So right now, we're going to do some practice problems.